in San Antonio last night and have now dropped 10 of their last 13. After the game, Ty Lue said he will be making changes to the lineup. This all comes after ESPN reported the team had a loud and intense meeting on Monday. Kevin Love was reportedly a major focus of that meeting. And yesterday, Frank Isola of the New York Daily News reported Isaiah Thomas, quote, led the charge against Love in the meeting. Love addressed that before last night's game.
That's something that we're going to keep, we try to keep in-house. I felt like we should keep it on the court or in the locker room. Obviously, it didn't stay there. I'm going to, like I said, keep my mouth shut, do right by the organization, by the fans, and try to help this team win. I feel like a target. I mean, I think everybody, most people were a target. You know, we're trying to figure this thing out. People hold themselves at a very high standard on this team, and, you know, we're a team that feels like we can compete at the highest level.
We're joined now by FS1 NBA analyst Chris Broussard. But Shannon, let me start with you. What do you make of all this?
I couldn't have been Kevin Love, because this, first of all, when Isaiah did what he did, I would say, you know, guys, I was just gonna sit back here, play the good company guy. Like, you right, I need to play better. But since Isaiah came from me and I didn't send for him, I'm here now. First of all, everybody's up in arms about me missing the game. I had the flu. I felt faint. I felt dizzy. I went in the locker room. There's nothing I can do. I didn't want to spread whatever I had, so I left. Hold on. You guys going to get on to me. Derrick Rose left here with a box, with a fade, and come back with dreads, and y'all welcome him with open arms, and you mad because I missed 24 hours? Kick rocks, Isaiah. First of all, since you got here, you have no seniority to address me in any matter. You just got here a month ago. Where you been?
Are you sure he didn't say that to you?
I don't know, but I'm saying what I would have said.
And it got heated.
Well, it didn't get heated enough. He probably should have put the mitts on him.
It was fiery.
First of all, hey, another problem that I got with you, Isaiah, you can't feed the post. Because unless it's a fire hydrant, that's the only thing you're going to throw over. So how you going to get me the ball? I'm shooting 30% when you on the court, and I shoot 20+% higher when you off the court.
That is correct.
You can't guard anything.
Nope.
Okay, you think I'm done with him? Oh, when you played 29 minutes this before. JR, when are you going to do something other than bull jive on the court? Tristan, you're making $15 million. You're getting 2 rebounds a game. I told you to leave well enough alone. Your head hard. Jay Crowder, can you hit like 3 shots that you hit in Boston last year? Can you guard somebody?
He did hit a couple shots to start the game last
night.
And I don't know what happened.
And I know, and I know
Bertrand drove around him like he was Michael Jordan.
like his feet was nailed to the floor. And I know this might get me traded, but y'all know there been like 3 or 4 games in the last 2 weeks that LeBron had more turnovers than assists. But I ain't saying nothing about that.
Ooh, Shannon Sharp just took a shot at LeBron James.
Oh, if we
You being honest? Yeah.
When we have a meeting, don't say we having a meeting and I want you to get what's off your chest. Because I'm going to get, not my chest, I'm going to my shoes. I'm going knee deep. I'm telling Isaiah Thomas, look here, bro. Lou, I don't know what y'all going to do with me or him. But one of us needs to go. One of us needs to go. Now, he's virtually impossible because he's what we call the 2. He's too small, T-O-O, and too selfish. So that basically makes him untraceable.
He's a 2-guard T-O-O.
Yeah, 2. So, but one of us got to go. Because here's the thing. Kevin Love had no problem playing third fiddle to LeBron and Kyrie. He said, I'll be damned if I'm going to play second fiddle to Isaiah Thomas because he's not better than me. Isaiah Thomas thinks he's a superstar after 1 good year. Russell didn't become a superstar after 1 year. Steph didn't. James Harden. Put some time in, bruh. You think, because you a second-team All-NBA, now you on Bron level. So, you know, LeBron's closer to greatness than I. Really, dude? Hey, Kevin Love, you a lot nicer than O'Shea Sharp. Because, boy, when we get in this meeting, see, now I get to be the real me. I ain't got to be professional. Ain't no cameras there. Boy, I'm going in on everybody.
I hope Kevin
real this morning.
I hope Kevin Love said like a third of what you said.
Yeah, I'm with you. Amen. I mean, this is ludicrous. Of all the problems they have, you talking about Kevin Love? Now, yeah, of course he's got flaws, but like you said, he is definitively their second best player.
Yes!
There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And if J.R. Smith or Tristan Thompson or Imam Shumpert or anybody said something about Kevin Love, that's ridiculous. And, of course, Isaiah, It's ludicrous. It's ridiculous for him to come out against Kevin Love. Here's what I hope happens, because they said it got fiery. If Isaiah Thomas win at Kevin Love, LeBron James, and anybody else there with some seniority, and I could even say Dwayne Wade just because his stature in the league. Yeah. Tristan, because he's been there with Kevin Love throughout the duration, should have stepped up for Love. And be like, hold on. Yeah. Hold on. You've been to war with this guy for 3.5 years. He helped you win a championship. He was playing the best ball of his career until the little man got there.
Until you got here.
And I think I said on this show over the summer that there was talk that players had trouble playing with Isaiah in Boston. Yep. There were a couple Celtics came out and said, no, Mike Malone, Denver's coach, who coached him in Sacramento, said, no, IT was great. He called me personally. But I still keep hearing from people around the league, guys don't enjoy playing with him even last year. And you see, look, I get it. You're 5'9". You got to have that chip on your shoulder. But you also have to have an edit button. You don't come out after your first or second game and say the way we played was unacceptable. The way you played is unacceptable. I mean, you don't come out and say we don't practice enough. Say that to Ty Lue behind closed doors. So he doesn't. That's what makes it difficult. And you see what's going on with this situation. I mean, it's been bad. So, no, I'm with everything Shannon said.
Skip, I went to Baltimore as a 7-time straight Pro Bowler, 4 first-team All-Pros, 2 Super Bowls. I didn't go in there calling no team meeting. This dude at 5'9", man. First, I'm with you. Because, see, first of all, he can't even talk. What are you talking for? No, he just got here.
You should be sitting there. Yeah, you should be sitting there listening.
You just got here. You an invited guest.
Me, myself, and Isaiah Thomas. That's who that guy is. And you kept saying, you kept saying, he's coming back. And I kept saying, be careful what you wish for.
I didn't wish for him to come back because he said he's going to average 30. I said, Skip, he ain't going to average 30. That's what he said. And I mean, Derek Goodman, if he ain't trying to average 30.
Are you saying that Skip is right?
Skip, you're right, Skip. I'm sorry, Skip. I'm sorry. You're right on this one.
Okay, I think we're in the twilight.
But even I didn't see the audacity of this little man to walk in the door and say, I'm LeBron's co-star. We're equal.
Yes.
We're 50-50, right?
Yes.
And right away, you were making jokes about, he said that? Yeah. What? And right away, when he went back to Boston, he did punk Danny Ainge. He did. He waited until late in the first quarter to make his grand entrance back into his house. And what happened was that, at least for 1 year, you could argue for both years, the idolatry he experienced in Boston, where there was a star void, and they loved their Celtics, but all of a sudden, oh, we got Isaiah, our little Isaiah, and he's cute and cuddly, and as you said, he's easy to relate to, and so they loved him because he was really good last year, until they ran into, and he obviously got hurt against the Cavaliers, but then he comes in here like he's in Boston still with the idolatry and thinks that Cleveland is going to embrace him as if he's the star and the driving force of this team. And when I read the report from Frank Isola, he led the charge against Kevin Love, who he's basically eliminated from the offense. Yeah. That was laughable to me. What? No, I'm not. The report wasn't laughable. The fact was laughable.
The fact that he, who just got there.
What?
Did you watch him last night? I thought he was on a slip and slide.
It was almost embarrassing.
He was awful last night.
He looked like a little, because he's small too, but he looked like a little kid out there with men, and he's falling all over the place.
And I don't know if his hip is not quite right yet. Maybe.
But see, what the thing is, though, he's in a contract year, and he keeps talking max contract. I don't see it. No. Maybe you see it, but I don't see someone giving this young man $25, $30 million for Skip. And here's the thing. The problem that he has, if he doesn't score, he offers you nothing else. Because he can't defend, he doesn't rebound, and he doesn't assist the basketball. Yeah, so if he's not giving you that 30, what good is he to you?
That's the biggest irony. He's joining a team that is really challenged on the defensive end, and he only makes it worse.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, I'm in shark-infested water, but I'm going to cut my leg. Yeah, that's what you just brought him. You don't play defense to begin with. Now you just put a Lord
We
have
all
mercy.
got somewhat caught up in who we forgot who he was. And I don't mean his personality and stuff, but before going to Boston with Brad Stevens, and these are good players. He was Lou Williams or Jamal Crawford. You know, he was a scoring machine off the bench.
Right.
That's what he was. But in that system in Boston, credit to Brad Stevens and those teammates for watching his back and covering up for him on defense. He became a star for a couple years.
Right.
He did.
But that's really not who he was, you know. But he got caught up in it. Obviously, Cleveland's front office got caught up in it.
Yeah, he got high on his own
And,
supply because
yeah.
he believed he's on the level with LeBron James. And the thing is, Skip, in Boston, like you say, they love the Celtics because you go back to the 60 Celtics, dominant. The 70 Celtics, they had Coward, they had Havlicek, they had JoJo White. Then you go to 80, you had the big three. And then you get Paul Pierce.
Yep.
So they're starving for, okay, well, who's going to be that?
Starving.
Who's going to be that next guy? And here come a little relatable 5'9" guy like, oh, my goodness, you see little Dynamo? It was just like Muggsy Bogues. Muggsy Bogues was 5'3". Everybody loved him in Charlotte because can he come out and play? That's a grown man. He's talking about, can he come out and play with y'all? But they looking at Isaiah, and he's averaging 29, 30 points a game.
He
and
was good there,
yeah.
too. I give him credit.
But here's the thing. If he can't give you that in Cleveland because the shots are not there. And if he's not providing the scoring, he's of no use to you. So he's just on the, but JR, I don't know what happened to JR. I don't know what happened to him. But Tristan Thompson, I told you, leave well enough alone, but you wouldn't listen. Do you know what his numbers were? You know what his numbers were in the playoffs, in the finals. There were some games he had 0 points. There were some games he had 4 rebounds, making $14 million. Tristan Thompson never got injured. He was the AC Green of the modern player. He started dating Joy. You know what happened.
So Ty Lue said before the game he didn't care what went on in the meeting. He cared, did the meeting, did it shock us back into to some effort on defense? Let's see how we respond to the meeting, or it won't matter. To me, of all the games I've watched in the span of 3 and 10, that was hitting bottom last night because that Spurs team, that's the B team now. There's no Kawhi, no Gasol, no Manu, who I think is a candidate for 6th man of the year, and no Rudy Gay.
Yeah, that might not
come on.
be the beat.
So Davis Bertans is guarding LeBron half the night. I'm like, what?
And driving by Jay Crowder like.
Yeah, well, and they win 114 to 102 because every 50-50 ball, every loose ball, the Cavs are just watching DeJounte just dive on the floor, grab it, stealing the ball from him.
Dude had 7 steals.
They did not respond. They did not respond. They just they're just dead in the water. You know, they're just drifting through games. I've never seen anything like it before.
Body language is horrible.
Bad.
They played deep for the first quarter.
They did.
They gave up 25 points. And then from that point on, they got ran through like go through an elderly person. I mean, it was ridiculous, Skip. I'm telling you, until they make a move.
He's off. He says he's off.
Until they make a move, I'm not LeBron.
I don't think there's any major moves coming. They may get George Hill.
Okay, is George Hill going to change your life?
Well, here's the thing: if you get George Hill, he can play the 1 or the 2.
Right.
He's a good 3-point shooter. So my guess is they'll start with him and Isaiah in the backcourt, right?
No,
but I think that's where they'll start it off.
Trade Isaiah for Kimber?
Well, what I was gonna say, no. You think Mike doing that, Michael Jordan?
Yeah, because Mike, you're gonna be off your books. Kimber making $12 million. Isaiah only making $6 million this year. He's gonna be off your books next year.
I would start Hill at the point. Now you don't have a 2 guard. That's the problem too.
But why did Isaiah?
Ty Lue has to make the tough decisions.
Why did Isaiah automatically get inserted into the starting lineup? It's not a coincidence that they won 18 or 19 or 17 or 20 when who wasn't in the lineup?
Calderon.
Because they
But the
traded
skid
him
did
for
start.
Kyrie.
The skid did start before
Slightly,
he got back.
because you know why? They anticipated him coming back.
You know what? I tweeted 10 days ago that the Cavs are better with Calderon in the lineup in place of Isaiah.
Yeah.
Seriously. And you can laugh at that, but they're just better. They're a better basketball team.
That's why Hill in that spot.
Yeah.
Hill's obviously a much better version than Calderon.
Yeah.
He is.
So maybe that's why I'm thinking maybe you go there.
So LeBron needs to make the call.
How does J.R. Smith play 29 minutes and I'm on my couch and he and I have the same the same amount? How did that happen, Chris Broussard?
JR's game has totally disappeared.
He got to go. They got somebody. Chris Broussard. You know I'm the biggest Cavalier fan, but I got to go. I'm gone. I'm out. I'm out.
So they were, wow.
I'm done. And
I-
they got
I mean,
unless
I'm just- Again, I'm just shocked. I'm shocked.
Bron, I'm sorry, Bron.
Well,
Laugh.
Discontent
look,
really, but-
and look, you can only control your teammates so much. They're grown men. But I do want to see LeBron and D-Wade step up as leaders.
Jeff Green
Some
should
of
be in the
this
starting
has to
lineup.
be
should. I
on.
agree with
Some
that.
of this has to be on them. Some of
It
it.
does.
Tell me Jeff Green shouldn't be starting in front of
Of course,
JR.
it's on LeBron. He makes
It's
all
not
the
totally on
decisions.
him. Nah, it's not. It's not to that degree. But
You said that
they do
you
need
said
to
they
step
forgot
up.
who Isaiah was before that Boston situation. I think they forgot who Kyrie was. That swap.
Well, you didn't
that's
have
why
to
that's
trade
what
him.
it is.
You could have sat it out, tried to tough it out.
LeBron was willing to sit down. Whatever issues he and Kyrie had, he was willing to work through them.
What LeBron
I'm
should
not
have
sure
done?
Kyrie was.
Yeah.
No, Kyrie wasn't. What LeBron should have done when they came to him and said, "Look, we could get Paul George and Eric Bledsoe for Kyrie if you sign on to stay." I don't know if it was
For 1
3,
year,
4 years,
yeah.
but maybe just next year.
Yeah.
Because George was willing to stay at least next year.
with Bron.
Should have done that. Because next year the free agent landscape will look better for LeBron
It would.
anyway.
I agree.
We got
Well, we might
Chris
sign
will be
him
back
later.
later in the show. He'll be in LA next year. Can the Eagles pull the upset in the Super Bowl? We'll discuss that with Eric Dickerson next.